Welcome to this week's Artisan Wellbeing report. This week I'm going to talk about the flu shot because it's topical. I know some people who work for certain corporations that are booking in flu shots with their company. They're offering that service. It's great. And it's all good and fine. However, what I'm starting to understand is that there is a certain aspect of bullying that's starting to accompany flu shots. Believing it to be the only way to increase immunity. I have nothing against vaccinations. I don't know anyone in my industry that has anything against vaccinations, which goes against the common belief that folks that are pro-science, pro-vaccinations believe, and it is not true. The problem being that we don't understand the logic behind some of the thinking, and we don't understand why people don't want to know more about what's behind it. There seems to be more of a blind faith approach to certain ideas around vaccination. Then that seems anti-science. So saying that, how would we approach the idea of immunity? Because really that's what it's coming down to, is the idea of how does a corporation get the most out of its employees by keeping them well, and at the core trying to provide a service that gives them that form of protection over the course of the winter. Okay, so first and foremost, we consider immunity to be a preventative measure, meaning that it's very difficult to increase immunity on the spot. To us, we have 7 tissue layers in Ayurveda, and each one works on the next level. So the lymph area works on the blood, works on the muscle, etc., and it kind of goes down. The final product being a production of stable tissue resulting in great immunity. So the stronger your physiology, the stronger each component of your biology is, together provides the idea of immunity. So to us, of course, everything begins in the digestive system. Now, if you're getting sick, there are many reasons, of course. Some people have a weak mind that believe that they're going to get sick. Everything in life is very difficult for them to process. Genetically, you could be predisposed, of course. However, epigenetics has informed us that your environment is a very key component in how you consider your state of well-being. You can change what you came from, effectively, if you want to. Therefore, toxins in the system. If you build up an accumulation of toxins in the system, they need to be able to get out of the system. If you don't have a strong elimination process, whether that elimination is being able to process thoughts, urination, defecation, menstrual blood, sweat, if those channels are blocked, that stuff gets stuck in the body, and the body wants to be able to get rid of it, so it will produce an inflammatory condition in order to try and release it. Therefore, if you are if you have a great diet, lifestyle for your body type, as we talk about in Ayurveda, and you have a healthy elimination system, then for the most part, you'll be fine. You may still get sick, and that's great, but it might be 3 days, not 3 months, that a lot of people are afraid of. We consider autumn and spring to be the two seasons that you should cleanse in. Now, cleansing is really important because not every body type can handle a lot of cleansing. For Vata, not as much. For Kapha, the thick, earth water body type, a lot more. So, but one good way to do it without going through intense cleansing, because unless you have a qualified practitioner that's overseeing you and observing the changes that the cleanse is making, I don't recommend going to a herbal store and buying something off the shelf and starving yourself for a week. It's ridiculous. You'll do more damage than good. But what you can do is clean out. You can simplify. You can stop caffeine and alcohol and cigarettes and everything else, that chocolate, whatever else, right? Excess sweets. Simplify your foods. Like, find a food. Khichdi is an Ayurvedic one that we do. You can find any kind of food that has a simplicity to it, even if it's a chicken soup. But just keep the food super simple, kind of like baby food, very easy to digest. Stay on that for a few days, 5 days. Go to bed early. Limit the amount of television you watch, all of that kind of excess stimulation. Go and sit in nature. Do this at the crux of these seasons as you're shifting in at the equinox times into the next like massive season. So we've got winter and summer that are two of the bold seasons where we do not recommend cleansing. And then you have these kind of seasons, autumn and spring on the side, which help you to remove the excess accumulation from the previous season and help you to prepare for the one that's coming. Now is the perfect time. Now is the perfect time to start to clean your cupboards out. In terms of your kitchen, in terms of your clothing, in terms of everything around the house. Clean out, simplify, make sure your digestive fire is stimulated, make sure your elimination is working, and go into the winter season this way. And if you do that, you'll be okay. So that is an Ayurvedic alternative, which has to begin right now, to taking the flu vaccination. So if you have any questions, please feel free to write me, Sandra at artisanwellbeing.com. I'll see you next time. Thank you.